What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. Yak Nasty Fishing. You know where you're at. And yeah, this one is just off the hip. I know we've all seen recently what happened in the last day or two, maybe three by the time you're seeing this. Another cheater caught in kayak bass fishing tournaments. Crazy, crazy. Before we get started, though, I want to say thank you to all the new subscribers, okay? All the subscribers that have been here, watch these videos all the way through. I really need the watch time. And if you're new here, thank you for checking out the video. Hit like, hit subscribe. We do a lot of fishing here, and I try to teach while I'm fishing, and I also learn as we go along, and we can learn together, okay? And yeah, if you're in the Dover, Delaware area, check out the House of Coffee. Yeah, guys, I didn't get to make it this morning. I have my regular cup of joe right here. I had to make it at home. Oh, yeah. But yeah, check out the House of Coffee, man. Special lattes, they got everything. My favorite right now is the Powerhouse, okay? I love a mocha latte, but the Powerhouse, it does something to you. It has a protein shake mixed in with that chocolate latte, and man, it is delicious, y'all. I'm telling you, it is delicious, y'all. Anyway, let's get into it. So, as we've all seen, and if you haven't seen, we're going to go into a little bit of detail here, but I'm not going to go into great detail, and I'll let you know where to go if you really want the deeper details of the story, names, and all that good stuff. I'll direct that traffic toward the end here, guys. So, yeah, for those that know and those that don't, here's a quick brief of what's going on. A guy, okay, and his buddy, got to include his buddy. I think a lot of people are missing that part. It was two guys, all right? Took a kayak, allegedly abandoned kayak, which means that kayak did not belong to them. Therefore, it would be classified as stolen, okay? And they cut that kayak up, placed it on a boat, okay? The buddy's boat, suspect, allegedly stolen kayak. They cut this kayak up in the fashion to make it look like it was on the water, okay, whatever the case may be, and entered a monthly kayak tournament with the intent to defraud, everybody involved with the money. They just tried to steal the money per se, fraudulently. Yeah, the buddy, I guess, came out, you know, didn't feel right, all that good stuff. The details, I tell you, I'm not going to go there because the story could change any minute. This is still fresh and they are still investigating it deeply. Okay, guys? So, yeah. So the buddy outed the suspect who uploaded the pictures to, TourneyX or Fishing Chaos, whatever app they were using, in NYKBF tournament. So it's probably Fish Chaos or something like that. Yeah. Well, he outed his buddy and he got caught, okay? The crazy part is you don't really have to cheat in kayak tournament fishing. Now, why he did it, his motives, I don't know. Maybe he needed $200. I don't know what the case was. I don't know what the situation is. A lot of people are going through a lot of things. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life. Trust me, between 18 and 28 that I never thought I'd be able to bounce back from. And by the grace of God, I'm here and I'm talking to you right now. So I don't come at it from the, holier than thou perspective. I've made mistakes. I've gotten in big trouble before. I've done some stupid things I wish I could take back and change. But what we can change is the future and what we learn from these situations in life, okay? So, I'm not perfect, so I'm not going to come at it like I am. Yeah, so this guy and his buddy, stole the money. From my understanding, he's been doing it for a while, okay? He's been suspected in doing it in a tournament or two before. He had a court situation before. You can check out JL Scott Fishing if you want to know deeper about that, okay? But yeah, it's not his first rodeo. So now I could see if it was your first time and they was like, hey, bud, don't do it, or we suspect you're cheating, and you just stop, and it would have all been over. But that didn't happen. Okay, he kept going, he kept doing it, he kept doing it, and eventually we got where we are now. So if you see in the picture here, they cut it up, mounted it on that boat, try to make it look good, gotta, hey, but deeper analyzation of the pictures, you could see the kayak was kind of cut if you have the big blow up one. I don't have the big blow up, and I'm not gonna go looking for it because I'm not a news channel, and I'm not gonna pretend to be a news channel. Okay, you can check out a new channel coming up. Okay, maybe 2026, called the Do Better Network. Okay, I'm thinking I might do that, but just talking about doing better. Okay, so what really gets me is the effects of something like this on what we do. Okay, if you kayak bass fish in tournaments, all right, it affects us. It affects us big. I mean, in a big way. Okay. One, it discourages new anglers. So it's discouraging growth because they're looking from the outside in and they're saying, wow, there's a whole lot of cheating going on in these kayak tournaments. I'm not sure I just want to give my money up. Okay. That affects the whole thing, right? It affects sponsorship. Okay. Engagement there. That's Because if your sponsors don't want to be tied into cheating kayak bass tournaments, right? Because kayak bass fishermen are cheaters, right? Yeah, yeah. That's how big the ripple is, and potentially could really destroy the kayak fishing game, especially in monthly tournaments. And if you've been here long enough, that's how I started. I've got 2 full seasons uh, on the water, actual fishing. Yeah, two and a half on the water with the River Runners Kayak Bass Club. I think it's two and a half, something like that. All right, guys. But I started off doing the monthly KBF online tournaments, guys. That's how I started off. And I was catching fish. I was trying to win, right? But always the first 2 or 3 days, somebody put up 103 inches, right? The first 3 days of the tournament, and I'm like, this guy must be living on the lake or something. I don't know. To do that back to back, I don't know. So eventually, of course, I didn't get any success, and I don't think I ever was going to get success fishing in Delaware against guys in Texas, let's say, right? Our fish just on average don't get that big, so competing with a 112-inch fish, uh, that wasn't really going to be successful. But it did help me cut my teeth in kayak tournament fishing. It helped me get an understanding of how the process works. It helped me to grow as an angler overall when it comes to tournament fishing, just trying to get the understanding of timing and rhythm. And tournament fishing is totally different from non-tournament fishing, all right? When you're out there just hanging out with your homies, non-tournament fishing, you're having a good time. Don't care. You catch one, you catch two. Tournament fishing, your goal is to catch a certain number. You want to catch that number. You want to catch the winning bag. Okay, that's what you want. That's your goal. So you're here and you're there and you're here. And I had to learn that through online tournaments. Okay, but that's the part. Now, people don't want to do monthly online tournaments for fear of this. Now, this isn't the first time. It's been happening more and more often. Guys getting caught, that is. So, hopefully this really discourages guys from trying to cheat. Like, you had the dude do the AI digital photoshopping with his hand, and then, now this guy here with the yak cut up on the back of the boat. Like, it looks crazy. It looks crazy for us out here, man. You got me looking bad, is what I'm saying. Okay? Right? That sucks. It's not cool. And I just want to implore the new anglers that want to kayak tournament fish, right? Man, don't let this discourage you. Don't. Don't let it discourage you. Now, I don't do monthly online tournaments anymore. Well, take that back. I just did one for Kraken Bass, but it was local, all right? Restricted to Delaware and Maryland waters. And I feel like everything was on the up and up. And, I know the people in it. I know the people running it. Not all the people running it. I don't know the owner of and all that stuff. But, I know for the most part, most of the people involved. So, no, I didn't mind getting in that monthly tournament because I'm supporting a local business, Crack and Tackle. Check them out. And, I know the people. But guys fishing with this guy also knew him as well, but he was known to cheat. All right. So, guys, don't let it discourage you. All right. Cut your teeth on the online tournaments. Get your feel for tournament fishing. Then just stop doing them when you find your local club and a group of guys that you can fish with and get in these tournaments and do your thing. The Bass Nation Open, stuff like that. Check out schedules and get in the actual on the water 1 day, 2 day events. All right. Don't just stick with the monthly tournaments. I used it to learn format, as a new tournament angler. So, yeah, guys, yeah, that that's a real big one there. That's a real big one. It's a big ripple. Like I say, it's a big ripple, man, from new anglers to sponsors to guys like myself that do this, genuinely love it. We don't have a thought in cheating. Of course, I video all my stuff. So, trust me, eventually someone would get into my mainframe and put something out like that, right? Hope not. That sounds crazy. But yeah, guys, yeah, very, very big ripple. It pisses me off. It angers me. It does. Because that could have been my money stolen. Okay. That could have been my stuff. That could have been my kayak that was stolen and cut up. Okay. And that's how I do look at things. But I also look at things from the perspective of, in this case, the accused. All right. I don't know what he was going through. I can't really put my mind frame in his mind frame. Okay. I'm not one of those guys. But perspectives, maybe the baby needed diapers. I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe the baby needed formula. I really don't know. I feel bad that anyone has to come to that decision. I remember, being at odds, being poor, needing something, that bad. I've been there. I have been there. Okay. I have been there. So I don't know what he was going through. But what I will say is, bro, get it together, change your ways, change your habits, change your thought process, and life can get better for you. So I'm gonna pray for him. Okay, I'm gonna pray for him. I don't want to punch him in the mouth or none of that, man. I just pray for you, bro. It's $200. It's not the end of the world. And he did give the money back. He did issue an apology. Okay, so, those are the first steps. I'm not going to keep kicking you while you down, bro. You're already getting beat on a lot and enough, but I'll pray for you. That's what I'm going to do. And I pray that you get yourself together, that you don't feel like you have to do stuff like that, even just, steal a candy bar out the convenience store. I hope you don't have to feel that depth of want or need in your life anymore after this. All right, man, because that's just it's not the way to live. Yeah, not cool. All right. So do I feel like he should be banned from fishing tournaments? Yeah. Um, if not for life, for a long time, not a long time, at least 10 years, I say maybe, I don't know. I don't know, but some form of accountability has to be handed down. Okay. Just like in my life, learning lessons, I had to accept and deal and learn from the consequences and accountability. Okay. The same thing I teach my kids: consequences, accountability. All right. So he's gonna have to walk that plank and deal with that stuff. You know, uh, I hope he does have a support system. I really do. Excuse me. Yeah, I really do hope he has a support system, and things get better for him and start looking up. All right. I just think it sucks. It sucks, really sucks, dude. So yeah, man, don't go cheating in these tournaments. And should we, another question is, should we blow this guy up, put his name all around, shame him and shame him and shame him some more? I do believe that there is a certain extent that we should, yeah, because it's like flogging, all right, back in the whatever days, right? It's gonna embarrass you, all right? It's gonna embarrass you so much that the next person who has had the thought to cheat thinks twice, because the level of embarrassment, being on the national stage, known to be a cheater, all right, doxed, all right, all your information, I don't think should be out there. We shouldn't be, oh, I'm gonna go to his house. He lives at 814 Beckford Drive. You know what I mean? No, I think that's too far. Okay? Yeah, we should have his name. His name's out there. All right, we all know his name. Yeah, yeah. And if you know him and you know where he lives, or you see him at a Wawa, I don't feel like you should just be in his face saying you're a POS, dude. You're garbage, man. Get out of this town. Nobody wants you here. No, that's too far. Okay? Let the law deal with it. Let the organizations deal with it. I don't think we should just be, knocking on his door and sending him, threatening love notes. I don't think that's cool. That's too far. All right. And in situations like this can cause somebody to do some harm to themselves, cause a very deep depression, because now I'm sure he's isolated. He's sitting somewhere. He's pretty much hiding out, because it's embarrassing. All right. That starts to trickle into, a little depression. You already had self-doubt. You were cheating. All right. We know you have self issues going on. So we don't want to push them to that kind of extent, man. I've seen a lot of people get ridiculed, embarrassed in public, and thrown out there and put on the walk of shame, and they end up doing something bad to themselves or others and themselves, or they just break. And that's not what I'm asking for this guy. So we're going to pray that doesn't happen. And, hey, bro, you made a big mistake. Keep your head up, work it through, accept accountability, and then teach the next line of anglers not to do that, because there's consequences. That's what you got to do, bro. That's what you got to do. You got to grow from that. So, yeah, that's just my 2 cents. I told you, I'm not going in great big detail, location, cut up the kayak. That's crazy. That's very extreme to, get that 200 something bucks. Okay. I don't think it was worth it. And now I know he doesn't think it's worth it. So, yeah, man, it's crazy. I hope the cheating stops. It has to stop now. You're affecting my sport. Okay. Yes, my sport. And if you kayak fish, it's your sport too. Yeah. Okay. So I'm claiming it. I'm owning it. It's my sport. Stop cheating. Come on, man. You're ruining it for these young people coming up. All right. You're ruining the perspective of kayak bass fishing, guys. So, with all that being said, man, on a lighter note, I'm all suited up. I'm going to go test out this here. We're going to go test out this here Garmin, okay? 7 Vivid, okay? Vivid 7 SV. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the Garmin Vivid 7 SV. We're going to go mess around with that for what I think the second day out on the water, trying to learn how to put the waypoints down and all that stuff. But it's a learning curve. Anyway, yeah, guys. So, that's on a lighter note. So, guys, let me go ahead, get on out of here. This is just firing off the hip, man. Tell me what you think down below. What kind of consequences should he get or receive? Should he be banned? If so, for how long? And I don't know. Just give me your thoughts, man. Give me your thoughts. And with all that being said, it's my time. I'm going fishing. See you next time. Tight lines and all that good stuff everybody says. Peace.